this government, this UNC government, you all a bunch of caca-hole. I tell you all that. You all are a bunch of caca-hole. And you know there's a terminology for that. Yeah? We don't have a democracy in Trinidad, you know. We have a kakistocracy. Go and look it up. Kakistocracy. We have a kakistocracy in Trinidad. A bunch of caca-holes. Which is government. Basically, we are ruled by the worst of the worst. Kakistocracy. That is the name for you all this morning. Now, you all want to charge somebody $19,000 in fines. All you really want to overbull the cow. Huh? You all want to overbull and overburden the cow. You all really thinking about the mental state and the financial strain to the citizens in Trinidad and Tobago? To the average poor man in Trinidad and Tobago? This government, you all are liars. You all are oppressive. You all are despotic. You all are kleptocratic. You all are parasitic. You all are predatory. You hear what I'm telling you? You all are carcinogenic. This particular government of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, I don't know if the legal minds are sleeping. So I want to wake you up. And if the opposition is dead, because I want to wake you all up. Let us examine the law. The law must seek to be balanced. It must have a balanced approach. Imagine I call in senior counsels and former magistrates. You all are sleeping. You all are legally fatigued. Get up, Trinidad and Tobago. The law must seek a balanced approach and must hold the offender. Yes, I am saying hold them accountable, but you all cannot resort to excessive, cumulative punishment. That is unacceptable. And under what legal tenets am I making this argument? I am making this argument on the basis of double jeopardy. Let us first examine the totality principle in law. These multiple breach of fines are unjust and unduly harsh. Multiplicity, several counts of similar charges relates to basically a double jeopardy principle which is prohibited in law. So clearly, Kamla Persad Bissessar, this is a charging error. Can you imagine the manned vehicle is worth less than these fines? The manned vehicle is $17,000. You all charge him cumulatively $19,000. All you dastardly, wicked bastards. You all are evil. And then you remember, you promised the people, Kamla, you promised on the basis of your promises, that you're going to remove all these extra fines. You cannot tax people to prosperity. You said it. Delilah, you have to listen now. That name, we're removing that name from you, Delilah. Better we call you the necromancy queen and call Kamla the new 2.0 Delilah, because there's only lies and deception. The two, Delilah, deception and lies, Kamla. Why are you doing this to your population? Why are you doing this to your people, poor Ravi? And there are many others sending that to me yesterday. People, they're sending. Apparently, I am the opposition leader in this country. So there are legal tenets. What you want? You want positive behavioral changes, Kamla? Or you're trying to build your public purse? Because you must examine the psychological, mental stress that this is causing. You have to also look at the financial strain. Because right now, unemployment is rampant in Trinidad. Suicide has increased in Trinidad. Let us look at the mental health of the general populace now, Kamla. The law must refrain from overcharging. There are principles. Principles of what? Principles of proportionality and totality. Punishment for these fines cannot be excessive. The law must prohibit this. There must be reasonableness in law. Okay, people say, so if you were in government, Kizel, what would you have done? Apparently, most of you, let me come in closer, won't listening to me prior to election. Because if you were, you would have recognized that my party, I was the first person to produce what a manifesto, meaning to say I had and have a plan for Trinidad and Tobago. Now the government, yes, the government has the Balancing Act because the government needs revenue. But Kamla Persad Bissessa, how are you going to gain this revenue? Allow me to teach you. Because apparently, as a bunch of kakistocracy, caca-hole in government, caca-hole. So allow me to deworm you. All you need a worm out, all you parasitic. Yes? Let us look at what they have done in the United Arab Emirates and in the UK. And guess what? Moody didn't tell you. They do this in India too, Cams. Yeah? What are they doing? They have people auctioning for number plates. Everybody like the nice number, you know, nice number, nice number, nice number. Everybody wants a nice number. Allow the wealthy to pay for it. They would auction for it because it's a status symbol. Yeah, it can also be a financial asset if we change the system and make the number plate. Just like you can buy a mobile number, you can purchase your number plate. You know how much money a number plate like 11 will auction for? Imagine in Dubai, a number plate sold for $14.2 million, one number plate. All you don't want to get money, but all you want to woefully take money from the poor instead of willfully getting money from the rich. Huh? This is what you all are about. This is this plutocracy. Huh? This kleptocracy. Is this what you all are all about? Let them auction. Auction for their number plates. Everybody want 11. You want a 20. You want 99. You want number plate 900. Yeah? So the other numbers, they are basically symbols of status. Let them pay. Let them auction. You can increase your revenue. And all these ATVs, the mopeds, the e-bikes, the UTVs, all of these can be what? Motor registered, so you can have registration and license. Another way for the government to increase their revenue. But I want to remind you, Kamla, of your words. Why now? I have to call you Delilah 2.0, deceitful and deceptive. That is you. Listen to your own words, not mine.
In addition, traffic fines are too high. UNC government will reduce traffic fines across the board and implement state-sponsored driver education programs instead. What is publicly presented as a mission for public safety, you know what, is really a scheme by this corrupt, wicked government to collect more taxes for revenue collection. We cannot ignore that the licensing authorities' heavy-handed tactics, which have turned our roads into battlegrounds at daily roadblocks and traffic jams. This is not about road safety. It is yet another tax drive by this government using the licensing authority to raise revenue. So when it's not property tax, inheritance tax, online tax, tire tax, it's tax after tax after tax, and now licensing authority taxes. It must stop.